There is a difference between good and evil. It's as different as light is from darkness. Evil is synonymous with darkness. Evil lies, seeks power, doesn't trust, is lawless, subtle, accusatory, mocks, is selfish, feeds on fear, conspiratorial, has no loyalty, and is covert. The test to determine if someone is good or evil is to give them power. A perfect example of the abuse of power is found in 1 Samuel chapters 1, 2, and 3. Eli was a high priest in Israel, and he had two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, and they were abusing their power as they administered to things of the Lord, such as sacrifice. They were taking advantage of the people, and in the process, they were having relations with individuals who were taking care of the temple. Their corruption had become obvious to the people, and the people stopped attending the temple, and the entire system suffered as a result of their corruption. Eli was the high priest in Israel, and his sons were supposed to take care of the people as well as administer to God. Eli was aware of their corruption and abuse, but didn't do anything other than give them a verbal warning. God's mercy lasted only so long, and then he made this statement to Samuel, who was studying under Eli. I am getting ready to do something in Israel that is going to shake everyone up and get their attention. I am going to bring down Eli's family. I warned them of it. I'm letting them know that their time is up. He knew what was going on and that his sons were desecrating God's name and God's place. He did nothing to stop them. The temple was the seat of government in Israel. It's like the capital to us in Washington, D.C. Lawlessness and corruption will ultimately be dealt with by God Himself. When people think that they could get away with something, and lawlessness ultimately, without consequence, develops very bad behavior. Look at what happened here in New York City. This event took place right in the middle of the street about a year ago. There is no bail, there is no punishment, so people are riding roughshod in New York. EMTs are being attacked as they go to help individuals to protect their lives, and this is exactly what happens. This EMT not only had her face bitten, but was gnawed on by the individual that she was giving assistance to, and this happened just a few days ago. Keeping silent allows darkness to drown out the light. The New York Post published the image you just saw, and they said if this disturbing trend continues, more than 200 EMTs and paramedics will suffer battle scars this year, a 43% increase over last year's figures. This is what the Lord said about Hophni and Phinehas because they did not judge the people justly. They would not listen to the voice of their father. It was the will of the Lord to put them to death. This shall come upon your sons, Hophni and Phinehas, and it shall be assigned to you both, that they will both die on the same day. God will not permit lawlessness and abuse of power. He will tolerate it only so long. And this God that took care of Hophni and Phinehas, that they both died in one day, to get the people's attention in Israel, can very well take place in the same manner within our own halls of government. Two corrupted officials dying on the same day will definitely get this nation's, let alone the world's, attention. Fear not, God will bring justice back into this land. God bless you.